morning, Joe Deary, Powerful Improvements, Putnam, Connecticut. It's Sunday morning and it's about 175 degrees out here. So I've got my truck parked in a little bit of shade that I have at the top of my driveway. I got the glasses on today, so you know, we're about to get serious up in here, right? All right, so I've been fighting the dual feed for the last couple weeks. It's been crazy. Seems like I'm running out everywhere. I ran out again Saturday, very frustrating. We unroll our hose from the back of the truck, keep it in the back seat. It's a pain, it's tangled up all the time. Look like a fool on the job. So I'm gonna show you the equipment that I have and how we're gonna get loaded up in this conglomeration Tetris fitting, beautiful aesthetic I have going back here. All right, so you guys that have been following for a minute know everything has its place and purpose and it's fitted back here. And it's been, you know, an evolution and a work in progress. This system right here is the Gen 2 from the Power Wash store. I bought this a couple years ago. It's got new pumps in it. These are the Remco 5.3s. It's been all rehabbed and refurbished. This was the base plate of this, the stand that I took off, tilted up, mounted my proportioner to. It is sheet metal screwed, self-tapping sheet metal screws in the back here to the base. It's on there pretty good. I'm gonna be taking that off completely. Originally, there was a Titan reel mounted on here. You can see the bolt holes for it. This is the reel that was on there, okay? I cleaned it up a little bit this morning, took the fittings off, figured out everything that I need to run hoses on here. This nylon fitting is gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna feed a garden hose fitting that's gonna go right up to my auxiliary tank. This fitting is something I had in stock, okay, that works. And this is gonna go right here. And garden hose is gonna feed right to here. And I'm gonna manually mount this with bolts, which I bought new ones at Lowe's this morning, back onto the top of here. And the swivel is gonna fit right between here. I might have to take this vise and move it to the other side. We may even move this completely. I might move this all the way over to this side because now the proportioner is gonna come off and go sit over here, similar to how it did last year, but not in a box. So it'll involve a little bit of replumbing. Then my reel handle will be right here in the middle. My guns will get relocated to some wasted space over here. Ladder will tip down. Everything's gonna tuck in nice, okay? So first thing to do, I think, is to take this off and see what kind of room we have to work with, and then probably get the vise out of the way and see what's next. Okay, here's my beginning mock-up, and I think that's gonna work out. The proportioner is gonna fit over here very nicely, right on this little ledge. It's nearly flush, and that valve is backed right up to the pole. So we're going to screw right into here. I'm gonna hit these beams just like I did in the back, and that's gonna be pretty rugged on there. Okay, that should not go anywhere. I am gonna have to lengthen some hoses, you know, the plumbing's not gonna be quite what it was. I do have to recreate some hoses and replumb a few things to make that work, but I think that's gonna work. And then this reel was made to fit right on here, see? It's already drilled exactly in the right position. And look at how sweet that swivel fits right there, just missing that tank. So that's where my hose is gonna come up and go back there, up and over to the buffer tank. And then we're gonna be able to reel right here. It's gonna be sweet. All right, let's bolt a few things down. I bought some new hardware and see what happens next. For ease of operation, this is the setup for the reel on top, okay? Quick and easy. Reach right under there with the wing nut, tighten it up, you're done. All right, so now that's on there, as rugged as it's gonna be. This is gonna move around a little bit, but it's gonna be sweet. This is on here, lagged in. Let's get a few things plumbed. All right, trick I use a lot for getting old stiff hoses on new fittings is to boil some water and soak the hose in boiling water. I'm gonna need two hands to get this going here, so hold on just a sec, but this hose is nice and pliable now, and we'll go right on there nice and easy. Okay, nice soft hose. Oh my goodness, that was too easy. Almost too easy. And now I'm using these new fittings. We're gonna clamp that down. Here we go. As we progress, I'm gonna try to replace these old hose clamp fittings as I'm making new ones with these PEX style clamps. We bought the special tool at Lowe's. crimps that little knob on there. Pretty clean. Okay, I know everything I do is so very highly technical, but please try to follow along. So I bought this hose so I could simply have the connection there. This hose is only 20 bucks with both ends. I priced out getting ag hose and all of the other different fittings. It would have cost me more than just doing this, trying to keep it simple. This is 5/8 hose before you guys crucify me. This is a small chamber. This is only a 1/2 inch reel anyway. So 5/8 inch hose will be more than enough to feed this as auxiliary. So anyway, it jumps off of there, follows up through here under the cage. And then in my cover, I've got these plastic caps, and I drilled one out. These are the same as all my 55-gallon drums, and I simply have the hose stuffed down in there. I'm not gonna do Uniseal or anything crazy, okay? That's perfect. That's all it needs to do. Okay, sweet, simple. All right, and I bought this nice 0G 5/8 100-foot hose at Lowe's this morning. Again, we're feeding this auxiliary dual feed with 5/8. The manifold on this is a 1/2 inch. This is from my soft wash system. Okay, so, you know, going 3/4 inch or 1 inch, I don't think is gonna make any difference. Plus I wanna keep it light back here. This is auxiliary, not my main feed. My main feed is heavy duty. And we're gonna open up this hose, get it laced up in there, and wash the truck and get all this crap out of the back. Sweet, super lightweight. I know that it's probably fairly crushed. I'm gonna give it a try. We're gonna move down the driveway, unreel things, get the truck turned around so we can wash it correctly, and let's see what happens. All right, we'll get it hooked up. Restriction there. See maybe if we can change that somehow. Easy, easy now. Easy now, there we go. Huh, what can I do about that, do you suppose? Put a little angle on it somehow. Let's see if I have an elbow for that. One more little elbow. Maybe I can cut this plastic. I don't know. I'm gonna have to reel it super loose or something. I don't know. Oh well, I guess that's the way I'm gonna run it. It's really not a big problem. It'll get me going for now. Maybe I'll figure something out down the road here. This works really well. It's only 100 feet of hose. It's really not that much to pull out. Attached to my house right there is not a lot extra. That's fine. It'll get me by. Okay. I can hear it filling. I don't know if you can hear it filling. We're cranking. I have city water. Not filtering it at all. Again, it's auxiliary. My main unit over here is fed with 1 inch hose. I believe the manifold on this reel is 3/4 inch. If not, it's at least 5/8, so it's bigger than a Titan. I do have a filter in line right there, which we're gonna be checking today for debris. And then I do have a banjo filter back there, which you can see, which filters the water before it goes into the pump. Sweet. So we moved this over today, lagged it in, replumbed everything. I got everything in the back here, missing the reel. Okay, laced up the way it ought to be. I moved this valve over a little bit to give me just a hair more room. Rerouted all my hoses, zip tied everything in nice. Good to go. All right, I'm done playing with this for the day. I just gave her a nice brush bath with Purple Power with the garden hose. Did not fire up the power washer, keep it nice and quiet. Purple Power works great. Gets all the bugs, tar, everything else off. Cleaned this all up with Rust Aid. A lot of the iron staining off of things. Cleaned up my deck with some Rust Aid. Hit some up here where everything's corroding. Cleaned everything up nice. Made a new stop here. I find that this leaks a little bit, drips going down the road. That will drip sometimes. So I put this DN10 valve on there and it stops the drip. Come on. There we go. One-handed. Very nice. Let me show you the changes that we made again. So this reel went on top like it was made for it. The vise moved over to here. Still fully operational. Plenty of room for it to move in there. Soft wash system bolted here. That's on there. Real rugged. Moved my valve over. This is my priming valve and my soap filling valve and my bucket filling valve. If I pull that hose out of there, I can fill a 5-gallon bucket with whatever I want, or I can turn the valve the other way and it feeds my roof reel over here. So that's what that setup is about. We got 2 different pumps going on down here. One feeds the roof pump, one feeds the transfer pump. I replumbed a bunch of stuff back there. I put a bunch of plumbing through here. Zip ties here and there. We put the 0G hose on here. Wicked light. This thing moves easy. Super light. It's gonna be easy for me. All right, love it. See you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.